The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we got.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Keenan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the... Play there, a nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Detroit! Detroit! They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Detroit! Detroit! From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And now running right through it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. jarring it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Detroit! Gone!
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Keenum to throw on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Gallman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go, go.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Keenum. He's got Evans. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
We're good.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Roger.
Out of the gun, Keenum. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Over the middle to Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Keenum. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Evans His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Gallman will run it. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll set up a throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, 52. We're good. Here we go, 52. Roger.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. All right, 53.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Gallman. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
He sets to fire deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Keenum. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Keenum now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Here's Gallman. Oh, nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He'll drop to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw is Keenum, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now it's Keenum. His throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Keenum now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Keenum again. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
22.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Keenum to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Keenum on first down. And Stills bringing it in. Shoves him off at the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's 52. Take 2.
A give. This is Kellen. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, go, Roger. Check. Motion.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
22. Roger.
He'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll pitch it to Kellen. And he stopped immediately there.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 50.
They get it to him running left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot in the field, go get the touchdown.
They come out here in the eye. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This to tie things up in the final minute. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Miami, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at